Hi, I'm here in Regensburg today to meet an iconic American rock singer. His band sold over 40 million records. They have charted 13 top 40 hits. 3 bands were the undisputed arena rock kings of the early 80s. Journey, Styx, and REO Speedwagon, Kevin Cronin. Welcome to Regensburg, Kevin. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the interview, for taking the time.
Oh, you're welcome. It's nice to be here.
Kevin, let's first start. Please tell us something about this current tour with Rock Meets Classic. And how did this come together, and how did you get involved into this awesome concert?
Yeah, it's a very awesome thing. I've had a couple of friends of mine who did this tour in the past. Eric Bazillion from the Hooters and Don Felder from the Eagles, and they both told me that they had a great time, and I just was fascinated by the idea of a symphony orchestra playing our music, and I just was curious to hear what it would sound like, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to sing with an orchestra, so here I am.
Have you ever done this before with an orchestra in the background, or?
I never have. I've a couple of times we've had string sections on our records, and whenever we do, I always like to go in the studio and listen to them when the violin players, when they're playing, because it's such a beautiful sound. So, but this is my first time singing with a symphony orchestra. It's been really tremendous.
And it sounds really huge with the orchestra.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So are you kind of nervous when you go on stage with this orchestra in the background?
I wouldn't say I'm nervous about that. I think that, the first couple of shows, I was a little jet lagged, and so it took me a few shows to kind of get up to speed, to get my voice in shape, but now I'm just having fun every night, and the longer you spend with a group of people, the more you get to know them, the more they get to know you. The musicians get to understand each other better, so it just gets better every day.
Awesome, fine. Kevin, besides a festival appearance in 2007, I think it was here in Germany, it's been almost 30 years since you have been in Germany with REO Speedwagon, and the band is missed by many fans here in Germany. I have got lots of questions from my friends, and I have to ask this. Is there any plans for a tour, maybe also in Europe, and come back to Germany with REO Speedwagon?
I would like that.
Yep.
I really would. It has been far too long, and based on this tour is, I think, helping to bring our music back into people's minds.
Yep.
And so there's definitely some talk about the possibility of bringing the whole band over, and I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be awesome. The last official studio record, Find Your Own Way Home, was back in 2007 also.
Yes.
And also there was a Christmas album in 2009. Mm-hmm. Do you still write songs? Well, or is there any plan for a new album maybe? I would love to hear some new music.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I understand. Me too. Me too. I love making records, and I love the whole process of writing a song and then seeing it grow in the studio, and then hearing it on the radio someday. So I do have some new songs and the band plays them sometimes when we play in concert. I've been mostly writing a book for the last couple of years, and so that's been a lot of my spare time has been spent writing the book. But I think that now that our children are off to school and we have a little more time when we're at home, maybe we'll start thinking about recording some new music. We'll have to see what happens.
Maybe a Kevin Cronin solo record?
Well, I don't know about that. I know that one of the ideas that I had for my when I finish the book, if I ever finish it, is to release some old demos and some songs that there's a couple of songs that I talk about in the book that I never released. So I'm considering some sort of a musical companion piece to the book. So we'll see. It'll all just happen in time.
That's great. Okay. I have some general questions.
Okay.
Who were your heroes starting out playing music?
Well, my first musical heroes were the Beatles. I was about 12 years old when the Beatles first came to America, and I had been playing the guitar for a couple of years, but I didn't really know why. And then I saw the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show, and I said, that's what I want to do. And I've been very fortunate that from that moment that I saw the Beatles and I knew how to play the guitar a little bit, that was just it was my dream, it was my goal, it was my mission. And I've been very, very fortunate that I'm still doing the same thing now as I was when I was 12 years old.
Amazing. Okay. Then another one. What advice would you give a kid starting out to be a musician nowadays?
Well, I can tell you that I have 19-year-old twin boys, and they have a band.
Oh, really? What's the name of the band? Let's make a promo.
Yeah, the band is called Sir Please. Okay. Sir Please. And they are a 5-piece band. They have 2 guitars, drums, bass, and my son Shane is the lead singer. He also plays little keyboards. My son Josh is the bass player. He sings harmony vocals and is one of the songwriters. Another one of the guys in the band, his name is Michael Leese, and Michael's father is Howard Leese from Heart.
Oh,
and
that's cool.
He's very talented. Michael is, and yeah, you can find Sir Please. Okay. I think they have 2 songs on Spotify, and I help them produce the songs, and we're working on more music for them right now.
That's awesome. Okay, Kevin, let's go a little bit back in time. First, did you saw the biopic from Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yes.
It ends with a Live Aid.
Yes.
So you have been also played on Live Aid, on this concert, on this huge. Do you remember this huge crowd? Have you been nervous there, or
yes?
How was it playing in front of? I think it was 1 billion audience.
Yeah, it was big. It was a lot of people. It was the biggest concert event ever, and yes, I was definitely nervous. I could barely sleep the night before, but it was one of the experiences that I would not trade for anything. It was an amazing experience. I think we had, I can't remember exactly, but I think Black Sabbath went on before us, and Crosby, Stills and Nash went on after us. It was the backstage area was like a museum of rock and roll. All my heroes were there, and it was a wonderful time.
Okay, at least some words to your fans, please.
Well,
last question.
Okay.
So if it's a question, it's not a question. It's It's your.
Well, I would say hello to all the REO Speedwagon fans here in Germany. I'm sorry that it has taken us such a long time to get back here, but hopefully we will come back with the whole band. And if you're an REO Speedwagon fan and you are interested in seeing us, talk about it. You know, put the energy out there, and maybe
check out the albums out and listen to every one of these.
There you go.
Yeah. What's your favorite here?
My favorite.
Is it here?
Oh man. Well, this one here was the first album I ever made. That's me right there. And yeah, you can see I think I was 20 years old. So this one has a spot in my heart because it was my first one. But then there's this one over here that was the first album that I ever produced. So this one was very special.
And it's legendary with this
album,
artwork.
Yeah, the artwork, yeah. And this is a real fish, a real tuning fork. That's the real sky. We were holding the fish up at sunrise in Joshua Tree National Monument in California.
Who had this idea? You?
That was, well, it was my idea to name the album You Can Tune a Piano But You Can't Tune a Fish. This idea came from our art director, who was a brilliant guy. And so I'm very happy about that one. And then, of course, the High Infidelity album is, you know, has sold over 10 million copies. So this was, that's me again. That's not me. But so
it's
this
the
was
best-selling.
The best-selling of our records,
Okay.
and you know that's the record that people like to hear. We play almost every song on that album when we play in concert. So
Kevin, thank you very much for this short interview.
Now wait, what are we going to do with this jacket, though?
Oh, really? Yes, we have forgot this.
Now let's see.
You remember this one? You have told me also in Munich already that this is some kind of special.
Yeah. Well, but except it says Bruce. That's not your name.
No.
You're not Bruce.
No, my name is Marty.
All right, so I have a feeling that somehow you got your hands on Bruce's tour jacket. These were the tour jackets that we had made for the Nine Lives album in 1979. Yeah. Each one of the band members got one.
You have still yours?
I have mine at home.
This is rock history.
So I think what you know, we had an idea.
Would you like to take it back to Bruce?
So yeah, so I had an idea that maybe we can bring this back to Bruce and show it to him. But what I'll do is I'll tell him that it's yours, and you know, we'll figure out how it got. How did you find it? I want to hear the true story. I'm a huge fan, sure. And there was a record store in USA. Okay.
And someone sold his whole collection over this record store.
Okay.
And I've searched the internet for Speedwagon, every album, and I've had the link then, and I've bought everything from him. And And I've had it. And he said it was also owned by Bruce. I didn't expect it was just a one made item. So I thought it was merchandise.
No.
So this is really Bruce Hall's jacket.
Yes.
So bring it back to Bruce. I would be happy if he holds it in his hand again.
Well, each one of us has one with our name on it. I have mine at home. And so what I'll do is I'll bring this home and show it to Bruce, and we'll see.
Do some pictures with him.
Well, we'll just definitely get some pictures with him, and I'll tell him it's yours, and maybe he'll send it back to you. Maybe he'll,
You get my address.
Yeah, we'll get your address.
No issue if he takes it, because it should belongs to the one person only who owns it.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens.
We'll see what happens. It'll be an adventure.
I will give you my address.
Okay.
And we will try.
And this jacket has traveled a lot.
It comes home.
Yeah, all the way.
Okay.
And you never know. Maybe it'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.